we are playing the new Hooked on You visual novel thingamajig. So yeah, so hopefully be pretty good. I hear it's good. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Okay. I don't know how I feel about that, the breaking the fourth wall already. Because I can give you a minute. We got plenty of time. Endless time, actually, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, now. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, perhaps may I continue? Please go on. Okay then, as I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. What the fuck? A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit, a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Dig up that face? What the hell does that mean? Oh, that scared me for a second, the sound effects. Yes, yes. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. There's no body, just this head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of the poor dead soul. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted for what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you. Drying your clothes, you check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, and so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice coin you got there. What if you spend it right now? No. No thanks. Look, I'm gonna level with you here. That coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday and I've been looking all over for it. Dropped it into a dead person's mouth? Could you just give it back? No. Be that way then. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. It's Wilson! When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please? Yeah! You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Woo! Ah, Huntress. Ooh. You're the... Fuck. I don't even know. I just know Huntress and Trapper. I love Trapper's, like, swimsuit. I think it looks so goofy. Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. She's the spirit, I don't think you guys can see this. This girl with the hat, right? Trapper Huntress. I don't know his name. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they pull out here, there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at the monstrous line of, well, literal monsters. Sexy as hell monsters, though. What would you do? Say nothing, do nothing. Kick it back. You swing your foot and awkwardly strike the volleyball, sending it bouncing across the sand towards Huntress. It doesn't make it all the way. Everyone stares at you, silently observing your unsportsmanlike shame. They must be wondering, have you ever seen a volleyball before? That's surely what I'm wondering right now. It's not a soccer. I just realized they all have different. Except for this guy, the guy I don't know. Everyone else's face looks somewhat normal. Or everyone's face looks pissed, but his looks normal. What a dork. You feel so awkward that you can barely see straight, but through the haze of your embarrassment, you catch, oh, the Wraith, looking at you from the corner of your eye. Huntress jogs the rest of the way to grab the volleyball, and they all turn and head back to the court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually batted the volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened? Worried? Excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way. And nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Haps. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's gonna work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. Oh, this game gets me already. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And you guess you're a nitwit. Look, it's best just to go with what Chopper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. I swear to God, if I finish this and I get my ass killed, I'm gonna be kind of annoyed. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was Wraith. The sign means he was done with the game too. Either that, or he saw a butterfly, or something. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them, or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. Was she humming? Oh no, I thought she was humming for a second. I was like, oh yes, Huntress. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey Haps, you might want to, you know, say something? Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz and will be very important later. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Not at all. I never thought of myself as attractive. Whoa, watch it. That's bullshit. You're beautiful. You hear me? It could. If you could have a superpower, what would it be? Well, out of the options here, I guess invisibility. Invisibility? Same. Although sometimes I think I already am. What was your best subject in school? Ooh, history. History. Nice. It's important to know what came before so that we're not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we always will, but still. What's your favorite animal? What the fuck's a mustelid? Hold on. Mustelid. Oh, these look like ferrets. Cat then. Definitely a cat. Dot dot dot. What? Why does everyone look at me? You think just because I'm a typically cute goth girl, I have some specific love of all things cats, and more specifically, black cats? Well, I do, but you can all go to hell anyway. What's your favorite color? 3-day-old corpse. I like purple, but I guess we'll go 3-day-old corpse. Nobody would expect me to pick this, so I'm just gonna say 3-day-old corpse. That's a pretty edgy answer, right? I'm pretty dangerous. I talk about corpses, no biggie. Those are no good to me, unless they've been frozen. You'd be surprised how quickly good meat can spoil. Or maybe you wouldn't be surprised. I'm still getting to know you. What's your dream job? I like astronaut. It'd be pretty amazing to be an astronaut, I think. It's hard to imagine being further away from anyone than floating in space. The cold, inky vastness of nothing. Forever. Best flavor of ice cream? Horse flesh. Chocolate. I prefer mint chocolate chip though. Chocolate. My favorite flavor is pain. I thought that said plain. Same. Same here. Oh. Mine is vanilla. Swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on for a second. This reminds me. I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. What's the best flavor of ice cream? Mint chip. The best flavor is mint chip. So obedient. It is the best flavor. I think you're going to do just fine. Anyhow, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. Ooh. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's just not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know. Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering. And society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez, it was like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh no, wait, I'm remembering. Spirit story now. That's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be held on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Whoa, for once I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. The way it's flaunted needlessly and its cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out at right here. Oh. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? Does it say what they are? Well, that's the yacht. Okay, volleyball, lounge, and water. Um. Hmm. Let's see. Personally, I wouldn't go on the yacht. So I think we're not going with Trapper, because I'm not really the biggest fan of yachts. They don't seem that appealing to me. Volleyball's fun, but just with Huntress would be kind of... I feel like she'd whoop my ass. And not in the good kind of way. um... Hmm. God, I'm stuck between the water and volleyball. Lounge is alright, but it's basically... I don't want to keep picking the boring answers. Howdy, Robbie. Robbie, which one should I pick? Should I pick the water or volleyball? Because I don't want to do the yacht, and the lounge is kind of boring sounding. I don't have my coin with me, which kind of blows ass. Do I? I don't. Uh, hmm. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Here's a coin. Alright, hold on. Do our coin flip. Alright, so heads is the water and tails is volleyball. Come on, nickel. Alright. It is. We'll do best 2 out of 3. So 1 heads. 1 tails. 2 tails. Alright, we're going to volleyball. I hate that I interrupted your game. You should finish it. Yay! I love to play outdoors. I also love to meet new people. I also love to bring them home to play. I'm sort of a big kid at heart. Obviously you are too. I like you already. Whoa, 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 Huntress. Whoa, don't tempt me. Whew. I hate people who are too serious. They ruin everything. Well, then if you don't like... Well, they do if you don't handle them swiftly. Hold on. for just one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They are also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help on remaining they're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murder's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. It's not really dramatical. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with capital S. These two have worked here for a long time, so very long I don't actually know how long it's been. So anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much anatomy around here. Or autonomy? Yeah, fuck it. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you can do is help us get off this Dwight! Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator. Yes? Something I can help you with? Those two. Claudette and Dwight. Did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off the island, though. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, that. Oh, right, that. Yes, that's true. He was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there with all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity on this island. Your decisions matter, mostly. When I agree with them, not like that other island. So what'll it be? I mean, I picked volleyball, so we're gonna go to volleyball, right? Wow, it's so exciting to have someone else in the athletics on our island. Spirit and Wraith are so boring, and Trapper's so predictable, relying on brute strength to win games. He has no respect at all for grace and skill. Thank goodness he didn't choose the yacht. What kind of person wants to be a sitting duck in the middle of an open ocean? You're just asking for a sneak attack from an elk. Wondered how long it would take for her to bring up an elk attack. Game starting up again. Make sure you're watching close. She's really something, huh? Elk don't swim. Live in the forest long enough and you'll see an elk swim. Believe you me. Cheer for me, cute stuff. The killers resumed their place on the volleyball court and resumed the match they were playing before you arrived. Hey, fancy a lemonade? I see you working up a thirst, eyeing those bouncing buns playing volleyball. Claudette hands you your lemonade. Ooh, so fresh, so tart. She leans in and whispers in your ear. Who would you bet on to win, Who's the MVP of your little heart? You're nervous. You don't want any of these killers to hear you talking about them. Or not talking about them. If they're into that sort of thing. Just pick someone. Please, it's not like we got all day, night, week, month, year, lifetime, eternity, or anything. Who put sand in the guy's shorts? Sheesh. Okay, I think I don't know. Wraith was really speaking to me. I did like him. I like Spirit. I didn't care for Trapper too much. His attitudes, like I thought he'd be completely different, but in his attitude is definitely not mine. Would mesh with mine. I don't know. I guess maybe Spirit. I kind of liked her. Spirit? Good answer. Except that Spirit overheard you. Of all of us, you choose me. You're clearly not paying attention to how much I hate this game. I haven't so much as lifted a severed hand. Also, betting in any way, shape, or form is a huge turnoff for me by the way. Any fool knows that gambling is just another system meant to imprison you in debt until you slowly go mad and kill your entire family. This girl's no fun. She doesn't enjoy the thrill of the hunt. I mean, the thrill of fun, of a fun and relaxing beach game. Cannot relate. What? That literally happened to me. My dad had so many money problems, he felt so backed into a corner that he hacked me into chunks. Is that true? Well, sure, but I don't know. Pretty bad stuff happened to all of us, you know? Don't tell me to calm down. Not me. Nothing bad ever happened to me. I'm living my best life. Does I know what you're thinking, but it's not the time to point out the giant hooks piercing Trapper's body. Does he have hooks piercing him? I see scars, I don't see hooks. I know you're not really trying, but I guess I just thought you looked pretty cute anyhow. Fine. Thanks, I guess. Whoa, what a game? It's a tie! Can there even be a tie in volleyball? No one knows since this is everyone's first time playing it. These killers don't usually have time for team sports amid their busy schedule of brutally tearing survivors to shreds. Is Claudette crying? Are you okay, Claudette? Probably just shedding a tear for her lost fellow survivors. I like the humor of this game. You know this resort had 4 employees when it opened. It's nothing. I'm totally fine. Whatever you say, boss. Oh look, the killers have dispersed and are all cooling down in their own way. Spirit is reading a novel, Trapper stretching sensually in between chainsaw curls. Wraith is standing on the beach, desperately hoping that the sand will swallow him. And Huntress is doing some target practice with her bloodied hatchet. You feel a nudge. Dwight is looking at you expectantly. You should really make a move. Life is short. You should get snuffed out at any time of day. Carp dem. Carp PM. Carp nowum. Go ahead. Chat one of them up. So which killer has caught your eye? Holy shit, I'm getting like choices, like rapid fire, man. Holy crap, I haven't had time to like process. Um, fuck if I know. So go to Huntress. You head over to Huntress. After all, this whole sporty hangout thing was her idea. Might as well see how she's doing. You were really great out there. Where'd you learn to move like that? Whose moves? My moves? These moves? They're nothing. Huntress blushes a bit from beneath her mask. It's cute on cute, if you ask me. Sometimes you gotta look past those some bloodstains. Woo! A lot of men a lot of men have run for their lives in my presence. You really learn about what the human body is capable of in those types of scenarios. I love to exercise. In a way, we're all running for our lives when we keep in shape. I guess I never thought of fitness that way. Maybe it's time to start. You never knew who was coming for you. Through the bush, as fast as they can, propelled forward by hunger, desperation, or just plain old boredom. Doesn't seem like boredom is going to be your problem, surrounded by all these characters. Survival, on the other hand, you're going to need to compensate for your lack of a killer instinct. What's your style? Imagination? What I lack in fitness, I try to make up for in imagination. I like to make up little games for myself to play. My imagination is very vivid. I can imagine the two of us, panting, sweating, our clothes torn. I'm with you. Our hands gripping the sheer face of a cliff rock wall as we climb. Not exactly where I was going, but sure. Up to a cave entrance, a dark cave, slick with dew, shimmering in the moonlight. I'm back with you. A pack of wolves await us there. Friends, enemies, dinner. We look into each other's eyes, then back at the wolves, and together we all howl. Oh! It sure sounds exciting. My blood is pumping just thinking about it. Come on, everyone. The fun and games can't be over already. I get. Volleyball? Not ruthless enough. Look at us. We crave action. We crave excitement. We crave the thrill of the hunt. It's time to see if our friend here has the hunter's instinct. I saw you surveying me like prey on the volleyball court, Haps. Huntress waves the bloody axe in the air, and you step back nervously before you realize she's not waving it at you. She's handing it to you. Don't worry, I've got several of these. It's important to hone your skills, especially when you're in a place where the threats may lurk around every corner. You need to make sure that you are the biggest... No, wait, you need to make sure that you are the biggest threat of all. Just don't aim those things at me. Can't even see me. Loser. Mini games consist of two parts. On top, a pointer rotates in clockwise direction, and on the bottom, a target is going to be. Okay. Oh. Okay, so it's just like the game. Ready? And away we go. Show 'em what you got. Shit. Perfect. That was perfect. The first one was not. Perfect. Oh, jeez. Perfect. Casual minigame here. Hardcore minigame. Hold on, I gotta see. There's achievement. I didn't even think to look about achievements. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I didn't know there's achievements in this game. There's 36 achievements. Oh my god. There's 20. Okay. Huntress eyes you hungrily with a bite of her lip. Wouldn't want such a sharpshooter on my side, or would I? What does that even mean? Hatchet throwing? Cool, I guess. I like my stabbing to be a bit more up close and personal. Somewhere a loud horn blows and the survivors snap into action. Time's up. You heard him. Get to the next activity. Hold on, I gotta see what the rest of these achievements are. Hold on, give me 1 second. You can get killed in this game. Hold on. God, this sizzling is making me hungry. Oh, that's fucked up. Okay, anyway, back to the game. I just had to look, sorry. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered about or around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And oh great, terrific! It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. What the fuck? Oh yeah, Trickster's here. Surprised? Yeah, well they don't call him Expector. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there, you looking good, Haps? Real good. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on the screen at the same time. You probably think this was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite of you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends of with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone's seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepped slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. Oh no. My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which, considering what you've been up to, who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder something to eat. As to eat, it's meat, so that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Perhaps you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric, sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything else on this island. Actually, there is one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meat. Well, he's right for a change. I'm with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. Ugh, you two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough! Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. The hell it is! Or I'll show you both my katana, and I'll send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please stop, please. I hate it when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azeroth. Great, instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Perhaps. I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapon for over 72 hours straight. For 72 hours straight. It doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapons, all while explaining the value in maintaining their tools. Despite being a bunch of cold, hot-blooded killers, for some reason, they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. Would hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Okay. So I imagine this will be the visible one. Ready. Anyway, away we go. Slice. Shit. Oh, wow. Let's see what you can do with this. A less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner's finally served. For real. God, their faces. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their mask. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The best things about being dead is not having anything. It's not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Haps. Number two is no number two. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I'd have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of this group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like it. I think they want an explanation why. What do you have to tell them? Look at that seagull. Wow, you ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about? Lame misdirect. Yeah, she's right, Haps. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise. I'm getting shit talk, man. Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yes, you did. Poor thing. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal, and you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull. Uh-oh, he just made a lot of good points. I swear. By the moon and the stars in the sky. You're beginning to feel lightheaded. And everyone's starting to become see-through. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Damn it. Either that, or someone has poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide, narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of these to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there's even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting things over and having to fast forward back to where you were. Am I right? Oh no. That's the true horror. For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that, and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague. Mysterious. I gotta give it to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. Damn it. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. Ugh. You wake up to find Huntress holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Oh good, you're okay. Sometimes when I try and care for people, they have a way of ending up less alive than when I started. Which would be a total bummer if it happened to you. Ooh, holy crap. It's been so long since I had a normal, happy, healthy, living person around. Usually I'm just falling into the same old routine of smashing everyone's heads open with the hatchet before I really get to know who they are as a person. But you're not nearly as scared or too busy writhing in pain to see me for me. You feel nervous in her arms, not just because they're maybe crushing you a little bit, but because she's beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful, but I was just gonna narrate the fact, not, say it out loud as a single word, like some creep. Beautiful mask! Your bunny mask. It's quite gorgeous. Nice recovery, but now that you're awake and talking, you gotta keep this up. Did you make it yourself? You're the first person to ever ask me that. Yes, I did. You seem so quirky and cool. You could do anything. Own an Etsy store, be a doctor. Why is it that you kill people? Huntress sighs. You can practically see the memories flickering across her eyes, but she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign. It's all I was ever taught to do as a young girl, so I thought it was right. Even though through the mask you can see that Huntress is blushing a bit, it seems like your line of questioning has made her a little nervous. Hey, you didn't eat much dinner. Want a snack? She offers you some jerky, probably human jerky, but her spice game is on point because it smells pretty damn good. When on Murder's Island, you might as well eat as the killers do. Plus, you really are hungry, and you can chow down on jerky sensually, right? I'd love some. After a moment of quiet chewing on what you chose to believe is not a human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question. Have you ever been in a relationship before? Dang, you really are going there. You do not play around, Haps. I, um, hmm. Huntress takes a moment to think deeply before answering. I must say, it's quite amusing to see this hulking bombshell get all twisted up with these personal questions. Kudos to you, Haps. There was this one deer that looked at me quite provocatively in a clearing once, but that doesn't count, does it? You hear the faintest giggles bubble out from behind Huntress's mask. Sorry, my throat is killing me. Oof. This is like when we were doing a KFC. Ugh. Hold on. Sorry about that. Saw this entertaining, um, I guess, short video. Some dude was pissing on an elevator. You guys have probably seen it. But he was fucking pissing on the elevator buttons. And after he's done pissing, he tries to get off, but all the buttons are short-circuited, so he can't get out of the damn elevator like an idiot. Haha, you're so cute, Huntress. No, it doesn't count. Whoa, what's this? You found something in the sand. Huntress reaches down to pick it up. It's a hair clip, probably left by some little girl who was playing on the beach long ago, who is definitely still alive and not at all dead. Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the hair clip. Seems like she's a little mixed up on how exactly this particular item works. Should you go with the flow or show off some of your knowledge of advanced humaning? Show her a thing or two. You silly goose. You chuckle before reaching for the bag of jerky. You take the beret off and collect a lock of Huntress's hair, clipping it back into an attractive swoop. Much better. What the fuck? I can't see it. Huntress is so happy that you taught her something new about human trinkets. She touches the clip in her hair with a shy smile. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you. You quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not part of this evening's activities. Eh. That's strictly slotted in the for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No, I was. No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, 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 go! Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you, who hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities. We'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story, but story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh great, we have to decide as a group. That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No mess, no fuss, no mess, muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. So sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how the whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taken some pressure off of me, which is absolutely a dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has nothing here ever been on schedule, even once? Damn it, Donald, if you try to flex that or third, I'll authority gimmick one more time, so help me. I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still got to get started on story time, so... Hey, who do you think you should go? Ah, damn it, that's the name. Oh, wait, they're talking about me? Please pick somebody quickly so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Well, we'll have Wraith do it. He wanted to. I choose you, Wraith! Whoa, 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 whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? I. You said you wanted to do it. I'm not really one for scary stories. Life is as scary enough as it is. You literally carry around a skull and a spine as your little prop. As the other killers laugh, Wraith holds up his skull and gazes into its hollow, dark eye sockets. If you're looking for something Shakespearean, oh shit. In this story, look elsewhere. Oh, this is a tale of madness, of staring at the soul of death and never returning. Once upon a time. Oh, shit. A young man worked at a junkyard. The man was quiet, kept to himself, just wanted to avoid trouble. While the boss dealt with the clients, the young man operated the crusher, turning old cars into cubes of twisted metal. Like the game. One day, right before crushing a car, he noticed something. Blood. Drip, drip, dripping from the trunk. He opened it up and found a frightened stranger, bound and gagged. The young man reeled. Was he about to accidentally murder this stranger? How could this have happened? He freed the stranger, who ran off. into the waiting arms of the boss, the owner of the junkyard. Before his shaken employee could tell him about the mistake they had nearly made, the boss took out a knife and swiftly slit the stranger's throat. What the fuck? The young man fell to his knees, unable to comprehend what was happening. As he stared at the ground, too shocked to cry, the boss approached him. Well, what did you do? He asked the boss. I did your job for you. What do you mean? It's not my job. My job is to crush the cars. The boss let out a miserable scoff, his face contorting into an evil disdain for the pathetic wrench in front of him. Why do you think we're crushing these cars? To save space? Who do you think my clients are? I don't know, mumbled the young man. Yes, you do, screamed the boss. Deep down, you've always known what was happening here. You just didn't want to admit it yourself. Your hands aren't clean. My clients give me money, and I take care of their problems. Eliminate their witnesses, tie up loose ends. Or actually, you do. No, the young man whimpered as the boss towered above him. Yes, you're nothing more than an executioner, and you've reaped hundreds of souls. The young man's body shook with soft spasms as he tried to stop crying. It was when the boss started laughing that it happened. Something in the young man changed. He stood up, now taller than the boss. A faint glimmer of fear overlooked the snarl of the older man's face. The young man's face was empty. Empty as he grabbed the boss's throat and dragged him to the car into the crusher. Empty as he picked up the boss and stuffed him inside. Empty as he slammed the trunk down on him, its stupid fat head sticking out, begging for mercy. Empty as he started the machine, staring at the boss and its sniveling, crying, wet face. Jesus Christ. Empty as he grabbed the boss's head, dug his fingers in farther, piercing the skin. Empty as he squeezed and pulled, empty as he heard bones popping and snapping. But when the boss's head, still attached to his spine, pulled cleanly out of the disgusting sack of a body, he smiled. Wraith stares back into the eye sockets of his skull. It doesn't matter how good you are, how innocent, how kind, how full of love you once were. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. An awkward silence falls upon the room until... When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. My God, that is brilliant! I'm glad you didn't give us any Shakespeare, because that story made Shakespeare look like a slack-jawed, mouth-breathing idiot. Thank you. I'm too overcome. As you sit down, the other killers look at each other, unsure if you're joking. Thanks. Wraith on the other hand is obviously sure you're joking. He may have gone a little overboard. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they can have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you can hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Do you take it in the ass? Do you take it in the ass? Oh wait, that's the wrong song? Damn it. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these group guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in the ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Wraith approaches you. Hey, I'm probably not making a great impression, because I guess that's not really my thing. I just know that if you got to know me, then, I mean, look, the others aren't around. And I really hate the fire pit. I just kind of hate fire in general. Maybe we could go back to the pool? And, like, I don't know, whatever. You know, his fucking goofy smile, oh my god. A dip in the pool with a Wraith? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him and offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. This fucking music, jeez. This music's been really good. You and your story timer friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Um, hey, do you remember my story? You mean the one you just told, like a minute ago? Yeah. Uh, yeah. Did you? I mean, like, what did you think of the young man in the story? Do you think he's weird? Uh, I would forgive him. I would forgive him. What happened to him would make anyone snap. And who knows what happened in his past to lead him to that point. He was just trying to be good. Yes, that's all he wanted, was to be good. Well, that makes sense. Did the young man remind you of anyone? Yes and no. Yes and no. I think that's what makes it such a great story. It's unique and surprising, but relatable and familiar. I think we all know someone like that young man. I think we all have a little of him inside us. Wraith giggles, not in a gross way, like you're thinking, but a very silly one. I assume he's imagining a teeny little version of himself dancing around in his own belly, because that's just who he is. Dude, fucking Wraith is like so good. He's actually one of the better characters. I'm surprised. I didn't think I'd like Wraith. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly. Is it cold in this water now, or is it just me? I feel like my toes are turning into ice cubes. Wraith seizes up and squeezes his eyes shut. Please, I can't be around any cube talk. Not since, I heard that story from somebody else a long time ago. The story you just told us 2 minutes ago. Exactly. The one that wasn't about me. Usually we'd be nervous that we were about to make things awkward when we barge in. But obviously we can't hold a candle to whatever was happening here tonight. Either way, it's time for bed. For you, but not us. After you go to sleep, that's when we party, baby. After spending all day cooped up in those tight little safari-themed resort uniforms, you just know those two rage late into the night. But you're not here to party with them. You've got your own repressed relationships to tend to. Jeez. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on its chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Wraith's story, about the young man who found out he was part of a sinister plot. What you don't know about your current situation. Is it is it something that will terrify you? Something that will make you snap? What if you look into the eyes of evil, and what if you like it? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that, lit by firelight. Oh, there's a save. Okay. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable, or die trying. They hand over a pillow and a blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types you want to rob of their beauty sleep. Ah, shit. Okay. This here is a special mini game. Upcoming special mini game perfect for less coordinated because there's no winning or losing. Okay. Ready. Alright. Away we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might want to adjust the dial and fix it. Uh... I don't hear anything. Am I crazy? Shit. Oh, we got something.
Let's talk about for us it means two major things. First of all, the community is you out there. It's you and everybody else either playing the game or talking about the game or creating content relating to the game or being inspired by the game to write music or to make outfits. It's everybody that's part of what makes Dead by Daylight this amazingly rich and
What the fuck
passionate
is
environment.
this?
It means groups of people who interact on every single possible social platform in person. It means people who play together. It's even the people who play by themselves and never talk to anybody. Uh, so it's important for us to be able to break it down and figure out exactly who is part of the community and how do we listen to them? How do we get close enough that we can actually hear what makes them happy, what makes them excited, what worries
How
them,
long does this
all of
go
that.
on for?
We need to know about that. So uh, the other part of community for us is the community team. It's our team that we built. Obviously, this was a very small thing. 4 years ago, it was pretty much just Dave and Ash and I talking to you live and trying to sift through every single forums, which we couldn't do, to today where we have a team of, I think, over than 50 people internally, some people sitting at their desks in the office, some people sitting at their desks all around the world in different countries to represent the different, pools of people around the world. And then we have, people who are halftime and people who are doing this out of the goodness of their heart. We have people that are part of the mods team, the community management team. It's a big machine because for you, community might mean you and your friends and the people you
I'm
play
just gonna
with,
listen to this. I want to see how long
whether
it
it's
goes
the
for.
forums you visit, whether it's Reddit or Nico Nico or whatever, but it's maybe 100, maybe 1,000 people that you feel are part of that Dead by Daylight community. You should probably know that there's probably hundreds and thousands of these pools of people around the world, and each and every one of these has their culture and their desires and their worries, and all of this is is something that we need to have an understanding of. And that's what our community team internally is tasked with doing. It is a daunting and quite intimidating task, but they've been doing an amazing job at it. And we're going to talk about exactly who these people are and how they do their job. Gabrielle Murphy is going to take us through that. We're also going to have Gab Malvar talk to us about the Fog Whisperers program, which is a super interesting bunch of people that are helping, bring the good word of Dead by Daylight to the masses as possible. And then we're going to take a little moment to talk about all the community events and activities that we have in store for the celebrations and for this year. So, here we go. All right, let's talk about our community. For us, it means two major things. First of all, the community is you out there.
Is
It's
he
you and everybody else either
Hold on.
playing the game or talking about the game or
Okay, yeah,
creating
he's repeating
content relating
himself.
to the game or being inspired by the game to write music or
Oh, is this the? This sounds like the killer music. I think that's enough. I barely hear a difference. No many times things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? I guess the spirit. Spirit, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Spirit tells you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. I like to listen to flute music, dab on some essential oils, and steam my pores. Really? What? Even the dead like to relax. I don't really have any of those things around. Oh. Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item. It's a small comb, carved from bamboo. I guess you could hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I will want it back though, and if you lose it, well, you'll get your revenge on me. It's the last thing I do. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky by now. You've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. Worked a real sweat watching those killers toss the ball around, huh? Would it have hurt so much to go splash around in some cool ocean waves afterwards? I'm just saying, I'm out here, you know. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Oh god. Trapper is sitting beside you, sketching a portrait. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with the spirit right before bedtime. You should know, they're not what they seem. Not like me, who is obviously completely honest and trustworthy. I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share two things with you. One, I do not take rejection well. Two, the first thing is very important to remember. Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing stink lines radiating out from me, are you? Still nothing from Trapper. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend time with. That'll make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of these scum live like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if it bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me for you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. And if I don't pick you? Remember what I said earlier, or it might just be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest. Sleep. Maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to the about 15 feet to your left. Finally alone, for real this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Wait a second. Where are we? I'm gonna turn the music down just a smidge. I think I have it too high. This isn't. Oh, jeez, it is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today went really well. Those were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a patient or parent that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say? Oh, I do? Hmm. Attractive, mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my seraphon. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I will I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major buzzkill and... Trapper. Oof. Where do I begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Her dress keeps changing every time she gets mad, I think. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. Look at that! Look at that portrait. That tell me you don't want to like just run into her arms and be embraced. Look, I'm always full of rage. The key is knowing how to control your rage so you can use it. I am a master of self-control, and right now I'm using all the self-control I can muster because today was a disaster. Let's just say I didn't love it. That was funny. Laugh! I said laugh, damn it! Anyway, I'm planning to kill this idiot. Don't tell them though. I want to lead them on a little more. It'll make that much more fun for me when they're screaming. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really, invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes. Or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks of me as the beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulating is just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay. Those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. Still alive, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second. I need to get a drink. My throat is killing me. BRB. just me. I don't hear anything. You open your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great. Totally well rested. Hmm, okay. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why, I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I won't rule out the night or rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch now. Oh shit! Something about the trickster. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off, right? What the fuck? Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the time. Never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of, No, wait, don't drink that! What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, or torturing you yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to not an internal to a not internal prison of pain. And please sure to make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Trust me. I'm looking out for you, so can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock the coffee out of your hand? Is that what happened? I thought I got scared. This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land, I submerge those who defy me, and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something. Something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even if a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean's right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, it's not easy to do. Sometimes there's even small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of the creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from the poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here like 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they make some great points. Oh sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Apps. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on this island? Yeah, yes, I'm not suspicious. There's a no option. Yes, I'm not suspicious that there's no option here. What an encouraging response. And we're so glad you're not suspicious. Hey, Claudette, maybe Haps isn't suspicious because they figured out what they're actually doing here. Zero chance. They're still clicking, even right now, to see how you'll respond. I'll wait. Oh, I see how it is. You're not going to talk to me now, huh? I got all damn day. Alright, fine. Hey, look at that. Yeah, they don't even know anything. It doesn't matter, though, Haps. We're still happy to hear you're having fun. I didn't say I was having fun. We're all having fun, Haps. Do you hear us? We're all having fun. We do need to ask you one more question, though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? Nope. No, I will not sign anything negative. I will not say anything negative about this island. You have my word that I, Haps, agree with the terms of this verbal contract. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes. Yes! Hey, Haps, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review, because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games. Resorts like this. Anyway, I see Delight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and so much for maintaining these beach bobs. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers will only give you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I can't imagine you hoped to make me any angrier today than you did yesterday, but I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. And related, anyone here, anyone see where I left my cleaver? Oh, those are where the hooks are, okay. Just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast. Nope. Now Hunter steps up to talk about her feelings. At this point, anything could happen. I'm open to all the possibilities that this strange island has in store. How open-minded. Ah, well, surely that must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up and stand up during breakfast too. And just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did, or should I say, I did not. I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest for familial revenge thing. And last night was no different. So in that case, it was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done though. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all while looking cute doing so. Guess Wraith has enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of the group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith. I love Wraith. I didn't think I'd like him, but he's actually pretty funny. Oh, hey, how was fun yesterday? Huh? Yeah, I mean, not like too much fun. That would be weird, but a good, like a good amount of fun. And now they're all looking at you exponentially. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keeping them wanting more. You're getting good at this game. You're a sexy, true-to-life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. Is Huntress gonna offer me beef jerky again? After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these four fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, I guess the narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing it how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, no, stick it in here. A little more. A little more. Oh, yeah, that's it. Yes! How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This this is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. Are they fixing a gen? I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh, oh wow, look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it! Oh, come on, a little privacy, please. Dwight is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know I didn't know how else to let you know I was here, and I thought I could hear you, well, you know. No, what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing. I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun? You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that if the key is finding the exact place where we need to bleed out from, and I believe that place is in our appendix, why else would it be there? Oh, let's go. I need to move over, don't I? Move over a little bit. Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were me and him? Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Caps. You're gonna need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy. Shut up! I like it. Anyway, where were we? Where were we? Oh yeah. You're heading out to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far today has been exhausting as well. You're, but you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up the sun in a heated pool. Today you're on a date with you. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Is it Trapper? Spiky tipped like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But it's not a tree at all. It's... Oh. Hey, babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone was just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What was that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever, though. Breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You seen my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later on my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing. You gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable, makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath just like the rest of them, but you don't gotta give him anything, and we're not gonna be best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that that guy is gone, we got some ground rules to establish that we're definitely going to abide by. It's time to lay back, take some deep breaths, some deep, slow breaths, and... oh, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Ah, yes, Huntress. That makes sense. You two have gone pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt us. I mean, hear us there. Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately a flood of worry floods your brain. Should you pack a picnic? Bring your swimsuit? Pocket knife? You decide to bring as much as you can. You may have to make a run for it at some point, and you should be prepared. But of course, you washed up on this island with nothing but the clothes on your back, so you've got nothing to gather. Are you really ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Huckstress. You look up at the towering goddess, trying to form a sentence, when suddenly, before you can decide if you want to go off with her, the Wraith interjects. Alright, I gotta grab my phone. I did have it charging. Sorry about that, I stood up and I did not want to sit back down. Felt good. Stretching out my legs some more. Holy crap. Ugh. I don't usually do this, but I had a dream about you last night, and yeah, I mean it's not like a weird dream, but like I don't know. I wanted to tell you about it. You want to maybe hang out with me today? Ugh, why am I so bad at this? Oh, no worries if not. I guess Hunter seems pretty great too. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and so you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are the cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. and then die a horrible, wrenching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So, who would it be? It's 2 out of 3 again. Got my coin on hand. My coin on standby. Standby. Alright, so uh, head wraith, tails huntress. Tails. So huntress has to get 3. Spirit has to get 2. Oh, I can't save. I was gonna save in case this gets me killed. Oh shit, that was a terrible flip. Alright, heads. Moment of truth. Heads. Alright, we're heading to Wraith. Alright, I gotta go with Wraith. Wraith? Yes. I picked you. Sorry, I stopped paying attention and then I thought I was hallucinating. And now, really? Yes, really. Cool! Here's my island hangout. This is what I call the cosmic dump. I know, it's one of those first draft gonna change it later names that just kinda sticks. Dump is being kind. It's a massive collection of seemingly ancient ruins that simultaneously appear to have been recently abandoned. And a little beat up, there are some obelisks, strange carvings, ritual tables. Is that a car? Come on. It's pretty weird, like your collection of things from different, I don't know, places? You look around in awe, then look at the wraith, expecting more of an explanation. This is a very long, very awkward pause. Try and look cute. You dig your toe into the dirt trying to be cute. Wraith is busy averting his eyes and dying inside to notice. Dot, dot, dot. And after what seems like an eternity, Wraith finally manages an entire sentence. So, do you... I mean... what brings you to the island? You're not gonna explain what this weird place is? You look at Wraith like he's got the thickest head on the island, and that's saying a lot, because Trapper is here too. You're not gonna explain what this weird place is? Oh yeah, I forgot. He seems to be leaving something out. Wraith looks at you with his always sad puppy dog eyes, searching for something to say, anything to talk about. He clears his throat. I have something very important to tell you. It's about something very special to me. It's not something I tell everyone, but you know how important honesty is to me. I can't expect that from you if I'm not honest in return. Oh great, I bet he's got crabs. It's about my special bell. Oh yeah, the what? It belonged to my father. He gave it to me before he and my mother, well, had to go away. If I was ever in danger, I was supposed to ring this bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. It did really work, but I had faith in my. It's all I have of my family with me. Jesus, I can't read. Wow, Wraith, thank you for telling me. Wraith pulls it out. It's penis. The bell, he damn. Well, I was just thinking it's really nice you picked me to hang out with, and, Wraith gives you two. Damn, dude! The bell, he gives you the bell. Get your mind out of the gutter. Jeez, I wasn't thinking that. I was like, holy shit, he just gave me his family's most prized possession. I want you to have it. Please, take care of it. You know how much it means to me. I promise I'll take good care of it. This is the sweetest gift. Wraith smiles, but even when smiling, his eyes seem sad. You smile back, knowing what a gift he's given you. I mean, it's kind of shitty because you can't really do anything with it, but it means a lot. Not to you, though. To someone else. Still, cool gift. You both search for something to say. Anything to talk about. During the awkward silence, you look around the dump, spotting some kind of ritual table, stained with blood and littered with various bottles. Nearby is what looks like some dangerous potions. What was this ancient cult up to? Looking to shake up this date. Is this a date? Thanks. Anyway, looking to shake it up, you approach the potions and pick up the fanciest one. So, what will we do next? Drink that potion. Freedom lies in being bold. You take the biggest bottle of the nastiest looking potion and gulp it down. It turns out that was not a great idea. Or was it the best idea? That's right, it's me again. Well, I've got your attention. Let me simply remind you, you got a mission, a purpose, a destiny. Maintain control. If you lose it, take it back. Okay, now back to business. Oh, you're alive. Welcome back. Wraith is tenderly caring for you, wiping your brow with a wet cloth. He's undressing you. And now, don't get too carried away. He had his eyes closed the whole time. I was watching. And made a bed for you. Thanks for taking care of me. I'm sorry I did that. I don't know what came over me. I'm just happy you're okay. I want to take care of the people I care for. You smile at him. Deep down, you can tell he's also happy he had a chance to be there for someone in their time of need. Wraith nervously smiles. He's endearingly awkward. So, I guess, tell me about your family. I remember my grandfather. I remember my grandmother. Not much, but she had this certain smell that always made me feel safe. If it's possible for inky blackness to sparkle, it's what happens in Wraith's eyes. I remember my grandmother too. How she kept me safe. The wrinkles in her hands as she held on to me for dear life. How she soothed me during. Wraith's eyes water as he trails off. Grandmothers are the best. I'm glad we share that bond. The sexual tension in the air is palpable. Or maybe it's just regular tension. Hard to tell with this guy. You look around for anything to distract you. Sure is a beautiful night. Hoping it might start turning into something a little more hands-on, you lay back and look at the night stars. Or look at the stars. It sure is beautiful tonight. Wraith joins you and starts, what the fuck is that word? Quizzing about the constellations. I can see well in the dark. I'm pretty good at picking stars out. How about you? You think you can take me on in the constellation trivia? Feeling invigorated by this slightly flirtatious challenge, you smirkfully play at Wraith. Playful. playfully at Wraith. I've learned a lot by lying on my back, looking up at the night sky. That is. Okay, then let's examine these questions you get right. Deal. Question, the first one. The constellation roughly translates to see a whale and is located in the region sky alongside other water-related constellations. This one, Aquarius. Aquarius? He chuckles. Nope, it's okay. Maybe you just need to warm up. Okay, question the second. What do we call the constellations located on the ecliptic or the path of the sun? The Big Dippers. The Zodiac? The Zodiac? Wraith shrugs. Okay, you got it, but that was a pretty easy one. Last question. Question the third. The constellations was first described by Nicolas Lou de Lacaille and roughly translates to pendulum clock. I don't know what the question is. Fornax? Nope, Fornax was described by Lacaille, but it means furnace in Latin. It's my favorite constellation name, though. Mine too, that's why I picked it. Enough, even though Wraith clearly sees through you, you still make him smile. Wow, you didn't do so hot at constellation trivia. Someone's clearly never considered their place in the universe. What the fuck? I didn't learn constellations in school. That was fun, thank you. I think I learned a Big Dipper and that was it. You feel like you're finally warming up, Wraith, so you unleash the big guns. You want to play Truth or Dare? Wraith looks mortified, but tries to keep it together. Maybe this is progress. I guess so, but only if I can ask first. Deal. Truth or Dare? Dare. I'll take a dare. Why not? I dare you to tell me if you were a plant. If you were a plant, what kind of plant would you be? Great question. Great smiles. You're such a kiss ass. What the hell is that? Hold on. Rojo. That's cool. Sure, I'll pick this one. This looks like a nice plant. Those colorful, beautiful blossoms bring me joy. They make me explode with energy and feel alive inside. A very flowery description. Dot, dot, dot. I thought it was funny. I don't think Wraith cared for it, though. Too bad you can't woo me. You can't. Truth! If you could date anyone else on the island, who would it be? Wraith buries his face in his hand. So embarrassed. What was that? He looks up at you, stone-faced. I hate this game. Oh, buddy, I get it. This is pretty weird and kind of slapdash, but there's no need for insults. A lot of people worked very hard on... Oh, he's talking about Truth or Dare, not Hooked on You. Never mind. As you were. Apologize. I'm sorry, I get it. I get it. This kind of game isn't your vibe. I shouldn't try to. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm the one who should apologize. No, it was a dumb question. It's just Truth or Dare makes me feel... I'm just... Thank you for being patient with me. I need to try to be more open with people. Starting... now. Wraith clears his throat. In that way, a lazy writer would make him feel that... Make him do if... Wait, what? I'm... In that way, a lazy writer would make him do... If they wanted to signify something important and different was coming up. Let's see if we're right. Do you have my pill? I want to show you something. We are right. Take a drink. Is this not a drinking game? Damn! Missed the opportunity. Of course I have it. You reach for it, but it's gone. Um, Wraith furrows his brow. I swear I had it. I don't know what could have happened. We'll need to find it for... But Claudette and Dwight burst in, interrupting. Seems like they have a very dramatic announcement. Alright, we have a dramatic announcement. See, I told you so. But it needs to take place at the beach. You arrive at the beach, but something feels off. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you feel uneasy and cold. And here's why. Spirit appears as if from nowhere. Mayhaps. Bet you didn't expect this hot piece of sass. What goth girlfriends can't make silly sexy puns from time to time? Wait, Claudette, scram! Yeah, I used these two simpletons to dupe you. You're easy to dupe. Maybe because deep down you wanted to be duped. There's no way Wraith can keep keeping you happy. Spirit's usual disaffected nature has given way to some combination of disgust and desperation. And it's kind of working. Wraith's a fake. He's not even a real ghost. He only pretends he doesn't want people to care about him. But really, that's all he wants. And he wants it more than anything. Ugh, can you imagine wanting something? So cringe. I bet he won't even tell you his theory about this island. What a fake. He deserved to be someone real. A real ghost. Someone who really doesn't give a shit. Someone who doesn't even care if you say yes or no to me. You're a hypocrite. What a hypocrite. If you really don't care, why would you go through all the trouble to win me over? You storm off back to Wraith. As you walk away, Spirit mutters something under her breath. Knowing her, it's almost certainly about revenge. God damn it. I'm dead. He came back. No one ever comes back. Wraith is shook. Are those tears welling up in his eyes? You can't tell because he looks away. There's a sniffle. And he looks back at you, beaming. I want to show you something. My penis. You follow Wraith to a corner of the ruins that you haven't seen. He brushes aside some dead leaves and branches, revealing a hatch in the ground. Want to do the honors? You open the hatch with some effort and lower yourself into a long tunnel, grabbing onto a rusty ladder and beginning your descent. Be careful. You descend into a spooky, dimly lit room. It looks like an ancient ritual chamber, with torches, tapestries, engraved skulls, and animal remains. On one end is a set of intricately carved locks and cuff mechanisms onto the wall, a torture area. On the other side is a table with potions and books and maps. Look at the map. You unfurl one of the larger rolled up pieces of canvas, revealing a detailed map of the island. It's all here. Trapper's Cave, Spirit's Lighthouse, Huntress's Cabin. All the common areas, even IP Island up in the corner with little hearts drawn around it. I figured out the layout of the entire island. I need to know what it is I'm trying to escape from. Look at the book. You pick up one of the larger leather-bound books, and Wraith walks over, opening to a specific page. Sometimes my spacebar doesn't work, and I don't know why. You see incantations, symbols, a drawing of someone chained to the wall. A different language you can't read, except for the words Cult of the Black Veil. Conveniently, those words are in exactly the language you can read. Bleh. From everything I've found, I think these are the ruins of an ancient cult. They seem to be devoted to some kind of type of sentient evil. I think they used this island, or maybe the person they worship did, and I think they used this ritual site to travel to and from the island. You know, this is like a very intense scene, you know, he's like trying to explain what's going on, and this music is just horribly inappropriate. I think they sacrifice people on this torture wall in order to open some portal out of here. Look at the wall. You look over to the wall and examine the chains and locks. It looks like some kind of torture wall. Wow, what happened to the people here? Did they keep prisoners? It looks like they were tortured, but for what reason I'm unable for what I'm able to dig up, it was something more ritualistic, serving a larger purpose. I have a reason to believe those prisoners weren't alive for long. Do you think the cult of the Black Veil is still around? Are we in danger? It sounds like a band more than anything. Yes, I'm the lead guitarist of Cult of the Black Veil. I don't know, maybe. But I have a plan. All we need, and right after you're finally about to get some of that sweet, sweet information you've been lusting after, Claudette and Dwight pop in again. This time they swear it's a good reason. I promise we're not being manipulated this time. Honest. It's time for dinner, you silly gooses. Come, get some food. Dwight, for the last time, the plural of goose is geese. Sorry, I keep forgetting. What a fun day. You've been having a from having I can or you've been having fun. I can see it wind all over your face. You're shining. And that's just not the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, no, you're really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing signals have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we all cram them all on the screen at the same time again, so you just believe me. They're all here, and they're all just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everything is being very careful not to. Everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. Hmm. Sorry, hold on. There we go. However, since Trapper seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding on to your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murder's Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. If I'm dining solo, I'm eating what I want, and you're all eating it too. Lamb shark, or lamb shank, rare, salt, pepper, no sauces allowed, and serve it on one single piece of broccoli so Wraith won't complain. I like broccoli. Gives me horrible gas. Oh, I don't like that. Buddy, wait till you smell what rare lamb does to my bowels. It's awesome. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure. But how you will describe it to the others, say too much or too little, and it could affect your standing with the group. Dot, dot, dot. Oh, okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. So you had a great time. It was fun. We had a great time and we played Constellation Trivia. The whole thing left me starry-eyed. Everyone rolls their eyes. Talk about sexy. No, really. If you're going to tell us a story, talk about something sexy instead of whatever that it was. Right, smiles. You're strangely good at getting him to do that. Apparently I can't read. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now. And they're all very tired. Oh wait, sorry. It's a dreary supernatural story set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bon appetit. Don't you mean bon? No, almost everything we serve has lots of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. What the fuck kind of vegetables are we eating? Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Thank them. Your top-notch service is most appreciated. Or is much appreciated. In fact, here, for us, just for doing our jobs, thank you kindly. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen. Something that will change everything. You can go willingly or unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice on your own on how? Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoking. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes. Because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving toward the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fires of heat against your skin, and wait for the other killers to take their places, wondering who will tell a story this time. Will the narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think? Are they allowed to simply place their thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but seemingly something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a good sign. Oh, cool. Now everyone is looking at you. So, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story? Or we could play charades. What the hell's Boggle? Oh, well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoot lasers. Laser beams! Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if the warm fire from if you're warm from the fire, if it's your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we could start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, threaten to burn us alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Haps is about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Alright, fine. Alright, sure. I'm game to tell a story. Ugh. I hope it's a mystery. Oh, God. Okay, so what type of story do you want to tell? Romance. I'll tell a romantic story. About two lovers who take poison together and die foaming at the mouth. Oh, jeez. Or about two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine. Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting. She had been dragged there by some friends. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months. Wow! But it's a bit soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love could spark from a mere look across a campfire. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster, who has wandered off to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on headphones to drown you out. Uh, okay, so that's not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. So, sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can just end it. We can't just end it here. So, who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Spirit. I suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say should be better than whatever you get out of anyone else in the group. I hate this my space bar. Like all good stories, I stole this from someone in the past who is dead now and can't do anything about it. Ow, my ass. It's called The Bride, or technically, I suppose, The Fiance. One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby, chic farmhouse. Together, they spent months planning the detail of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out sitting arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose Lilokoi, by the way. So fancy. When it came time to figure out the decorations, however, the bride, the fiance, I guess, since she wasn't really actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toed sandals for pretty much their entire relationship, so he was definitely not to be trusted. Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for the wedding, the fiancée decided that she would create unique floral arrangements from the local wildflowers that surrounded the farmhouse. And they were poisonous and she died. Is that what's going to happen? As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found, prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding so that they would be at the height of their freshness and beauty. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods, she surveyed the bride, fiancée, since she had not been married, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were, so that she could choose the absolute best. When the fateful morning of her big day finally came, the fiancée told her husband-to-be that she had one final errand before their wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in a basket. Sorry about that. However, when she came upon a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow it was more beautiful now than it had ever been before, and just on the edge of her view was a new bush filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful she became dizzy just looking at them. The fiancée ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she did, she noticed just further ahead and possibly even more beautiful blossoms. Carried by sweet fragrance of spring air, the bride, her fiancé, crept further and further farther into the woods until she turned a corner, stepped over a mossy fallen tree trunk, and realized she had been here before. But this wasn't any clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. The floors were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into festering moldy piles under the floor. Where bees had been, only now flies buzzed. Where the scent of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odor of mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. Into a shadowy glen, she walked and walked and walked. That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancée was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family, and love began to look for her, but to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest, but there was no beautiful wildflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. Fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wandering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them. Aww. Distracted by a never-ending search of perfection, unable to see that you are loved for who you are. Out there all alone. I thought it was beautiful and sad. Just like someone we know. That was story time. A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think a very good story deserves a follow. Every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think that's the end, and the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original, that's why I'm so much more of a fan of episodic style of storytelling. Ugh. God, my throat is killing me. Why? Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audiences and creator. Tell me, Haps, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk in the way of a romantic twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know that we need to get back to the thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay, okay. You have fun tonight, and try not to wink wink, end up dead. Why did you say the words wink wink out loud? And what kind of double entendre are you getting at the end with end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking. Not since the accident. And you do know that all these people who are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in, baby. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while roast the ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough talk of burns. Things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to the literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could? Just you and me. On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire out before you got too far. If you're running away to someplace more secluded, perhaps, after. Then you should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power, baby. Oh, you know I have. Ugh. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature. That's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice, and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that the corporations can swoop in and sell your fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actually trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you. For the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives, or, you know, some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who would it be? Who will your head Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you might not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murder Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either, but this is a streaming reality TV dating show, boom, happening. It's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're excluding Trickster because... that guy. I'll go with Huntress. Huntress? You know, I had a feeling you'd pick me. You got good taste, and I don't just say that because I'm considering eating you. Huntress licks her lips as she eyes you up and down. If you've never felt like a literal piece of meat this much in your life before, what have you gotten yourself into? Let's go over to the bar. I'm gonna make you something special. You think you're special? Yeah, you do. You and Huntress whisks yourself away to the bar, and when you arrive, you find it an arrangement of arts and crafts supplies. And are those taxidermy tools? Cool. Are you freaking out? I'm not freaking out. You wonder what's going through Huntress's head. Though she's bubbly and enthusiastic, you're always terrified she might snap. Something on your mind? She smiles. Drink this. Oh, she doesn't look bad. Huntress hands you a seemingly normal tropical cocktail. If one were to drug you into some sort of state in which you could be operated on, these flavors would certainly hide the poison. You look around and consider what else there is to live for besides becoming Huntress's little toy, and the conclusion is... bombs away! You pound the drink. It's quite nice. I've been thinking about making you a present. A mask. Would you be into that? Hell yeah. Yes, of course. I've always admired yours. What would you like? I'll be like you, Huntress. A rabbit mask. One just like yours, please. Well, that's not very creative, is it? Isn't it? Huntress is annoyed, but then her face lights up. Oh, or wait, is this brilliant? We can use this as a tactical advantage. Like there's two of us. We can attack from both sides. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Well, I know I'm going to be working on tonight, all alone in my skimpy pajamas. Huntress winks at you. Okay. Should we just, like, get out of here? These drinks are making me pretty sleepy. Should we just, like, get out of here? Maybe go directly into your bed? Wow. Okay. Spacebar, please work? No, that's not how tonight goes. I mean, it's not how it's supposed to go. Not at least yet. Haha, you kooky kids. Soon. Huntress, you've got lots of hobbies. Why don't you share something with us that you're passionate about? Something less deadly than throwing axes or chasing survivors. Maybe. Just a thought. Making more masks, or wait, making matching gloves? No, you little joker. I'm thinking of a different type of making. Making our victims die fast. Medium or slow deaths, depending on the mood we're in. It's another round of be careful what you wish for on Murder Island. Dwight, I need your help. Doing something in a different place entirely. You read my mind. Meet you there. I'm talking about mycology. You know, mushrooms. Ugh, got my throat. I picked up a lot of them, and I'm very familiar with the ones that make for a great soup base, and which ones make you super dead. I'll show you two mushrooms. You point out the one that's safe to eat. Okay, sounds easy enough. I feel like this is a trick question. Um, fuck. This one? Got it. Correct, it's called, I was like, are they really gonna be, like, the one that looks super deadly? Is that gonna be the bad one? I took a gamble. Correct, it's called a black trumpet in boop boop. A boop boo doo. It's delicious. Next one. This one's very easy. I'm sure you'll nail it. Point at the one that won't result in almost instant death if you eat it. Why the fuck am I doing like mushroom trivia? What is this? Correct. Hey, that's a chanterelle. It sounds fancy and tastes fancy too. Just like a certain someone I know, I bet. Nom 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 nom. Final question. Which will make you jump for joy and which will make me vomit until you die? Uh. Ooh. Mm, part of me wants to go with this green one, but I'm not sure. Uh. I'll go with the green one. I'll go with my gut. Nice. Correct. That's a green cracking. Oh, it's lightning outside. Rusula. Sure, it might look moldy, but I guess you shouldn't judge a mushroom by its gross green cap. Ooh, it's starting to thunder. Not everything. Not everything is exactly as it appears at first glance. That was fun, right? I like flexing a little more than just my biceps at you. Oh, girl. Ooh. All right, let's see here. Tabulating your answers and Perfect score. The knowledge is gonna come. That knowledge is gonna come in handy if we're ever stranded here on this island for much longer. The huntress claps her hands giddily. I appreciate you spending time with me tonight. I know the other killers are all very alluring in their own way. It means a lot that you'd spend time with a forest bumpkin as myself. Girl, you're probably like one of the more attractive looking ones. You're no bumpkin. You're no bumpkin. You're a strong, independent woman. Don't demean yourself. Okay, we got spacebar problems again. Hunter sleeps on you, knife to your throat. I'll demean myself if I want to. She's angry, but also turned on? That's pretty hot. That's pretty hot. We're here. Claudette and Dwight are gathering everyone together on the beach. Typical. Exactly what the voice said. I'm telling you, and I'm being honest, that you're the only one who could hear me. Uh-huh. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Oi, feels like we've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that I mean you, can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you already used your time well since then. Really getting to know the game, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the four types of people. Anyway, everyone's gathered up on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who haps who's ready for round robin. How 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 round are we talking? What the fuck? Now, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you all about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. Okay. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, almost like the order does matter. Trapper, why don't you go first? You think you deserve it? Even if it's the case, even if in this case it's a subtle dig. Stop talking. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable, not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also a larger meta narrative of a Dead by Daylight dating experience. Sometimes you just gotta say it. Well, yes. Thank you. I'd love to. So, Haps, you thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished and rewarded. Tomorrow will suck, probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with. You know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if you're not a maggot, also, everyone, even confident, sexy ladies and rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. Hit us, spirit. Figuratively, damn it, Dwight. You gotta watch your words with these people. Tomorrow you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. That's it. If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw crown art with Trapper or dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you want us to at least specify which gods you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay then, so hydrate tonight if you intend to hang out with Spirit. Alright, great Huntress. Why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Chopper won't even know it's called. He's right there. What was that? Nothing. Go away. Go away. Then, boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell ya, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I got to start prepping because it's clear already that you're gonna pick me. I mean, I might as well. I think I've gone the furthest with her. Confident, mysterious. I like it. Sorry. Anyway, Wraith. Well, I don't know. I'd usually prefer to just tell Haps privately. I don't really know how that's gonna work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Haps? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow, we will have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing where we really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. And maybe then we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods proud. And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you really need to dream about these options so you're ready. So you're ready to choose in the morning. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Okay. That sentence just sounds weird to me. Now go, dream about all these spoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to a slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality surviving dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of a psychological break. And giving them a little push. It is really storming outside. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time and I'm just now finding out about it? Come on, the signs are there, you just didn't read them. Welcome to Murder Island! It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Ooh, it's like butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but you can break their heart. But can you break their heart? Do you dare even try? You mean, that's right, tomorrow one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? Why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's classic reverse of fate? And it will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous. Who's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. If you get rid of Wraith, he might cry, and although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it seems like he just might be an ugly crier. Damn. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating? It's easy. Trapper, because I haven't dated him. See a Trapper. It's very simple. Trapper, you scared the living shit out of me. You are eliminated. That's fair. Honestly, though, I don't care. You suck! But not in a good way. You bore me, your personality-free maggot. It wouldn't even be fun to kill you. Kill you. Which I was totally going to do tomorrow, the first chance I got. So really, this is a win-win for both of us. Still, might kill you though, out of principle for eliminating me. Sleep with both eyes open and have fun on your date tomorrow. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you left behind. Because of course they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They may not get to go home with hats, but when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with... Oh my god. Their own mostly new trickster body pillow. The best thing to the real trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right, it's Dwight tested. Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Haps. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing that what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean knowing that there's a legitimate homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule, schedule, schedule. Okay, I'm gonna go pee real quick. Alright, I'm back. Ugh. I didn't realize how quiet it was. Turn it up a little bit. That better. Is it coming across the... Yeah, there you go. It's starting to come across a little bit. Anyway. Alright, sorry I had to skip it. That first line, whatever it was. I think like we're almost done with the first run through of this game. Let's check in with everyone, especially our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. We'll see how things go tomorrow, I suppose. I'm not expecting anything. I tend to shut my mind off during hard times. I know I seem all excited and devil-may-care, but the truth is, I'm really a pessimist at heart. That tends to happen when your mother is skewered by an elk when you were young. Yeah, how'd you know? Wild guess. It's the only thing you talk about. If you'll excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over there in that tree, and I'm feeling peckish. I don't really know what's happening here. I honestly haven't been paying attention. Oh, Haps? Sorry, I forgot I'm focusing on other things. More important things. One way or another, or I won't be here for much longer. I don't handle rejection well. At least I don't think I do. No one has ever been dumb enough to reject me before. Yeah, the more I think about it, the angrier I'm getting, and I'm a giant rage monster, so everyone in this room should be scared right now. Turn the camera off. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I get eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of words I've spent talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. What? No, you're not a part of this. You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. Machine. Shit, I accidentally skipped. Whoops. I got my own album coming tour, finalizing the new sneaker line, producing a limited series of my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app. Oh god. Why? And doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. The IP Island is dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama lawyers. Take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them. Don't worry. I'm taking your favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them. Like Ghost Fit. Don't you say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand, but we have a game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on! Whatever, I don't even care. I'm the trickster. See you around, Haps. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yeah, seriously, they do not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No. No, it's not your turn. You're a sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's the thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay, never mind. Never mind? What does that mean? No, not you too. This wasn't even meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in this game. It's okay, we don't have to confess anything. We just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. The chair is wet. Yeah, I think the ocean just peed on it. How is that You know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what's it gonna be? You ate glue in the second grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Watching Chopper get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that that I felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, this sun, these sweet sugary drinks, it sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls, it's like a caressed song of evil that makes me question that very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was a weird way to end. Oh well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone's bound to say something crazy. Anyway, seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so I'll hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be a doozy. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which is sort of okay with it. What's that? You don't know about killer crabs? All right, you didn't go on that huntress date. It was thrilling, or I guess it would have been. You'll have to play the game again to get that reference, I suppose. You pull on your beach attire and splash water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. Is that look on their faces excitement? Terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It has happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. It's time. Claudette gestures over to the beach where all the killers are stand flocked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Oh man, Survivor's not that bad. Suddenly the message is clear. You're going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make some half-ass cameos in this show. I'm going to chew his agent out. But before they walk you over for your big moment, don't you think we've noticed how kind you've been to us, Haps? It can't be easy being thrown into a mysterious island for seemingly no real reason, surrounded by terrifying killers trying to manage our most primal impulses. Murder and making out, boy. And you've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island host, with dignity and respect, so don't tell anyone we told you this, but... Claude and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are a two-way street, and if you don't have a green light in the other direction, you might end up in... Bum 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 bum. The friend zone. The friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. These are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. Okay, so who's into me? Claudia and Dwight look around conspiratorially again. Well, you and Wraith sure were awkwardly hanging out yesterday, huh? Not many people can get him to open it, but somehow you managed it. So are you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad. We're on schedule. Ooh. Will I get friend zoned? Hold on. I think I've dated Huntress enough. You make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air, and I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw. Though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. Ugh. It's time for a newcomer to confess their love. Oh my god, I'm gonna confess my love. Ooh! Wait, I do have a drum for. I have to do a drum roll for this. No, you don't. But who cares? Haps, who do you choose for your solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? Dwight, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, not that flower thing. The thing where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right. I suppose. But no roses. There's such a cliche at this point. Well, that's good because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an allergy, so I settled for these. Aw, shit. Beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. This is a very lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saved me some of those for Claudette. They're a thing, right? Or some for Claudette. You're getting that vibe too. Just me? Sorry. You got other things to think about right now. Haps, who do you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? I'm thinking Huntress. Because I have been trying to, I've been pretty nice to her. They said Wraith would also work. I think Spirit is a lost cause. So no Spirit. No Spirit. I'm thinking I'm going to try for a Huntress and see how it goes. I have a feeling I'll get into friend zone. Because that's all I've ever known. Oh. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. You turn to Huntress. She's never looked more appealing. Her kaftan dress ruffles behind her in the light morning breeze. A seagull lands on her shoulder like she's a beachy cartoon princess. She snaps the seagull's neck and stuffs it somewhere between under her flowery dress, probably to save for lunch. She can't help but hunt. Huntress, I choose you. Let's spend the day together and see if we think our future is possible for our love. Me? Really? Yes! Fuck yeah, baby! Woo! Hell yeah, I knew I could find love, if only in a video game. But I found it, damn it. Ugh. Huntress throws her hands up in the air like a bear and gallops towards you. At first you think she might swipe at you with her gigantic hands and knock the life out of you. Instead, she scoops you up into a hug and takes her place at your side. And she's just stuck her tongue out like at all the other killers. Sometimes the immature move is the right one. God damn it, my throat is killing me. It's sure to be a fun day. We'll just be here, not getting to really participate enough to Survivor's Matter too, while you go off and have a grand old time. Whew. Yep, just Claudette and I hanging out. No one competing for our love, wondering what we did in a past life to end up embroiled in the unrelenting misery. But go, have a blast. There. Huntress eagerly leads you to the yacht to begin your romantic day together. You have to admit, warm, salty air on your skin, the sound of crashing waves. This is a pretty perfect morning. Just you and Huntress. Hey, cuties. Oh, Ocean's here too. Did you know that I'm teeming with flesh-eating bacteria and dead bodies? pesky ocean, always killing the vibe. You turn to Huntress. Fuck. I think we're good. Hopefully. You sure you're okay here on the ocean? I know you don't like to be out in the open. Something about being here with you makes me feel safe. You both sit down at a beautifully set table on the deck of the boat while a wide spread of mouth-watering breakfast goodies are arranged in front of you. Can we get you anything? You look a bit green. I get extremely seasick. And Trickster replaced all the island's Dramamine with party drugs, so... Wait, how did they get here? Weren't they just on the beach consoling the rejected killers? Are there more than two of them? You motion one of them over. We'll both take a screwdriver. Hold the orange juice. Of course! Hey, can you play this particular song for us? Set the mood? You hand Dwight a piece of paper with a song title written on it. Sure, though I doubt Trapper has it in his vinyl collection. Soon the haunting melody of an old Russian lullaby streams through the yacht's expensive stereo system. Sounds a lot like something Huntress may vibe with. Very clever of you to request it. The boat rocks as though the rocks to the rhythm of the song. The eerie melancholy mood is really quite romantic. Breakfast has never been this intimate. You reach out to touch Huntress's hand when suddenly a loud bellow scares you. You knock your freshly poured fluid of straight vodka onto the pristine deck. It's Trapper. He's screaming at us from the beach. Look how tiny he is. Look how tiny he looks from all the way over there. Huntress squishes his head between her fingers like a child and giggles. Damn you both! The chairs you're sitting on are worth more than your lives. Get back here. He's not wrong. Hey, Claudette, take us out further. Aye, Captain. Can she drive a boat? Guess we'll find out. Alone again. Nothing but a call of a seagull and an ominous shout of a creature lurking beneath the waves. I have something for you. For me? Huntress reveals a package wrapped in a bloodied apron. You clap your hands like a kid on their birthday. Her playful attitude is rubbing off onto you. I made that mask you asked for. I almost forgot, but I bet you didn't. This is the whole reason you pursued Huntress, I bet. Definitely to get a mask of your own. No other reasons. Here you go. Nice. It's perfect. You put it on. It fits your face like a face glove. You gaze at Huntress through the eyes of the mask. A swell of emotion surges through you. Once one has become two, rabbits be multiplying, even in mask form, baby. Let's go back to my place. Ooh. She downs her screwdriver. Well, this is nice. The tension is palpable as you enter the cabin. You could cut it with a hatchet. Give me a break. It's a day 3 of killer jokes. A narrator only has so much mojo. Huntress sits you down at the cluttered table in the kitchen. You notice the bloodstains that have crept into every nook and cranny of the wooden planks. What a poor creature died on this table. Did they suffer? What do you care if they suffered? Get back in the ocean, Ocean. Stop backseating ominous narrating. Stay here. Don't move a muscle or I'll hear it. I can hear any mammal's tendons creak as they stretch. It's a gift and a curse. I'll be right back. Alone in the cabin. What to do, what to do. Tidy up. Clean up. Everybody do your share. You have to expect a flock of adorable birds and cute little mice to come sprinting in and help you, but they don't, because this isn't some fantasy. This is gritty. This is real. Plus, I'm pretty sure she kills all her adorable birds and cute little mice. So you putter around the room by yourself, organizing Huntress's various trinket collections. Old bottles over here, discarded vintage doll parts over there, various keys that don't open anything in particular. Doesn't she have a drawer filled with these? Everyone has a drawer like that. Then you lay down a blanket down. Then you lay a blanket down in the front of the fireplace for no reason. No reason at all. You're certainly not imagining all the naughty things that could go down on such a blanket. What's that in her strong yet delicate hand? You reach out for her, longing to stroke her blood-matted hair and scratched up shoulders. I thought we could get one by the fire. Mm-hmm. She wags a finger at you, a bunnylicious smirk on her face. Not so fast. So, I have a favor to ask. The other killer stole some of my things. I think they're just jealous of my awesome collection. They're so petty sometimes. And we're talking about some of my favorite things. Some things that have special meaning to me. Maybe to this island. But hey, we do all prey on innocent victims for a living. I can forget petty theft, but I still do want my stuff back. For a living, does somebody pay her to do this? That'd be a twist. But perhaps more importantly, why am I still trying to untwist all this ridiculous lore? I'd gotta go with the flow like you do, Habs. The thing is, they'll totally freak out if they catch me trying to steal my stuff back for them. I was thinking. Ugh. My throat is on fire. Ugh. Maybe you could be the one who went in and got it all back for me. I'll follow close behind just in case anything too terrible happens, but you gotta lead the way. Huntress coyly drags her toe across the floor beneath her. Her legs are so powerful she practically rips up the floorboard. What do you say, hero? How dare those monsters. Of course I'll help you. A globe-trotting treasure hunt on the level of a Nicolas Cage masterpiece? You can definitely count me in. Let's go. I'll be your guardian angel. You never know when those other killers might pop up. You grab Huntress by the hand and practically trip over your own feet on the way out to the door. It feels good to have a quest. Thrilling. A part of you is just wondering how quickly you can get through this and impress Huntress. Soon she'll take you to she'll take you in her yoked arms and you'll swoon. Your childhood crush on Popeye is making more and more sense. Where do you want to start? God damn it, I thought I was done. There are 4 killers who have stolen from Huntress. You're not going to let them get away. Which one will you investigate? Cosmic dump. When you arrive at Rate's oddball hangout zone, you immediately understand why they call it the Cosmic Dump. They being me, obs. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I can continue this. My throat is actually hurting like a son of a bitch. It's as if there are all items and elements from all over the universe in this space. Also, it's a damn mess. But it's undoubtedly a special place. The very air you breathe makes you feel that you're part of something much, much larger. I'm gonna go hunt us some lunch while you find the object. You'll know it when you see it, because it's extremely shiny. How long have you been standing there? Are we really there? I don't have time for your existential crisis today, Wraith. Huntress and I are totally gonna get it on soon. I think. I hope. Look, I need to find a special object you have hidden here. You stole it from Huntress and she knows it. So you're trying to figure out this whole thing out too, huh? Come check this out. Bit of a subject change, but sure. It's Wraith we're dealing with after all. Wraith leads you to a telescope. Through it you can see a far-off island in the distance. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop here for tonight. My throat is hurting really badly. And I've drunken so many things and it's not helping. I'm only like slightly prolonging my pain. I'm just gonna end the stream. We can finish this maybe tomorrow and hopefully do some Fire Emblem. Thank you all for joining me. Oh god. Whew. I've been your boy Haps. I'll hopefully see you all tomorrow, provided my throat isn't hurting. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for anyone who stopped by, and I'll see you all later. Bye.